What's up, gang, and welcome back to another edition of Road Tripping with the Rudes.
Hi, guys, and thanks for tuning in to the Rudes Real Review of Marvel's What If, Episode 4.
What if Doctor Strange loses his heart instead of his hands?
Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for joining. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. We'll have more reviews and more travel coming your way.
That's right.
If you've been riding with us all along, thank you so much. It has been one heck of a ride. If this is your first time tuning in, guys, we do full-on spoilers. We talk about the full episode. And we don't talk about it to each other while we're watching. We wait until we can speak with you.
Yep.
So be sure to comment down below what your thoughts were on What If. Whew. Okay. First off, guys, in addition to Real Review, we also do our What If, What's Next. And if you did not see our live from last Monday, we'll be sure to include that. Our predictions, we knew it was going to be crazy.
Yep. I didn't even want to really predict anything too crazy because I knew how it was going to be.
First of all,
they could do anything with Doctor Strange.
Marvel. This is what we do now. We now put out fake trailers for series because I was expecting to see Thor. I was definitely expecting to see Party Next Door Thor.
Oh, no. So that's his own episode. But what happens is on some of these trailers, they're mixing in some of the other episodes.
I wasn't ready. So it starts off very similar to the Doctor Strange movie where he is going, about to jump into his sports car. He's heading off in this one for an awards night, and this time he has Christine with him, which is voiced by Rachel McAdams, who plays Christine in Doctor Strange, the movie. So I was here for that. And you brought up a great point as far as the believability or why it doesn't even feel like it's an animation.
Yeah. I just felt like, they're using the voice actors as the real actors within the MCU. So I feel like that makes the connective tissue even stronger because you believe that that's that character even though it's in animation form.
I mean, and she looked just like Rachel McAdams, so it was just brilliant.
All right. So it almost feels like an extension of the I dare to even say live action, you know what I mean, versions of the movies.
So guys, in the Doctor Strange movie, he's driving by himself. He's in a horrific accident. As a surgeon, he loses the ability to use his hands. He goes on soul searching, which is where he finds the Ancient One. This one, he lives. But he loses Christine, the love of his life. So he still goes on that journey, and they kind of speed through the events in Doctor Strange. All of that remained the same. He defeats Dormammu, but now he has idle time.
Yeah. Well, he wants to bring her back.
He has idle time, and he starts thinking about her. So the night of the 2-year anniversary is the true what if event that splits this timeline. You see Wong.
Wong always leaving too. That's his thing. I guess that's his. So like how my man is in Ant-Man, how he tells the story all fast. Yes. Maybe Wong's thing is I'm just leaving.
Wong is if Booked and Busy was a person. Okay? He's always doing something. So with that being said, Wong's like, hey, you can't change time.
Hold up. Wong is if you send me an invitation, I ain't coming anyway.
Right.
Like, that's that guy.
Right. Wong's not even asking who's all over there because Wong won't be.
Right.
So
I'm glad you didn't send me an invite. I wasn't coming.
Right. Yeah. So Doctor Strange, true to self, has that level of arrogance. So I think Wong saying, hey, don't do it, didn't register to him at all, which is very similar to what goes down, at least so we think, in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Maybe.
Because he does it anyway. But we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think that's Doctor Strange in
I
No Way
know.
Home.
I know. That's why I said we'll
that's another
see.
movie.
So he uses the eye of Agamotto to return to the night of the accident.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. What is written is written is written.
Right.
You can't change that. So what he ends up doing is he's in a loop, very similar to, shout out to Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day.
Oh, I didn't think you was about to say that.
Yes, you get to, what were you thinking?
Loki. He's in a time loop.
Oh yeah, that's true. True. I was kicking it old school.
I hear you.
With the Groundhog's Day.
Mm-hmm.
But he might change a few things. It still happens that Christine dies. In the end, Christine dies.
Right.
I think it was crazy. I think it was crazy watching those scenarios. Because you think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody has that what if moment. What if I didn't awkwardly tell the waiter to enjoy their meal?
Well, the thing is,
say that to me, or
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that I found intriguing was he had to learn that in the movie through the Ancient One dying. Right? So he didn't know that you can't stop death until she had to come back and tell him, like, yo, that's an absolute.
Yeah.
You can't change that.
It is what it is. But he still, he goes through that Groundhog's Day. So then you have the Ancient One come to him in one of the many death scenarios. And she explains that Christine's death is absolute.
Mm-hmm.
Did it make you think of anything? To me, it gave me TVA vibes and variants. Right?
Okay.
You're upsetting the timeline. Mm-hmm. You are pushing your luck. Mm-hmm. I don't know where
only thing
B-15 was and why she didn't scoop him up. Just asking.
The only thing is, like, to keep with the continuity, I would have liked that, right? He just destroyed. Never mind. My bad.
If you're ready to get into it, get into it.
Because I wanted to say, like, I'll come back to that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, Ancient One, she's ready to battle him. And before she does, boom, he leaves. Right? She can't reach him. So, he still has the time stone. So, the Ancient One just has to let him go. He ends up looking for Sorcerer Caglioso. Okay. And that's where he meets Oben, which is a librarian for that sanctuary.
Right.
So basically, he's Wong.
Yeah.
But he sticks around.
Yeah.
All right? He's Wong after therapy, and he now understands conflict resolution. Mm-hmm. All right? Then, he finds a book about manipulating time. Mm-hmm. We see what looks like the same creature that we saw in episode 1.
That's what I thought.
Right?
Yeah.
For Captain Carter. Mm-hmm. Which I still think might be a Flurkin. Shout out to the Tesseract. The Flurkin spit it out. Yeah. And left it here.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. And then you have Oben say, listen, these are powerful creatures. They are not giving you their power. It has to be taken. Mm-hmm. To which point, Doctor Strange says, bet. And starts to suck the life out of these creatures, right?
Yep.
He draws the line at a cockroach, right? He drew the line at a cockroach.
Yeah, he just took his robe. His cape.
Yeah, so it just like levels up. You see these different creatures and he's absorbing their power. And as he's doing so, he's morphing into them and further removing himself from being human, right?
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
At which point he then is Strange Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Strange Supreme. SS. I wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I just, this whole time that he's fighting these creatures, he's losing decades. He comes out.
Right, yep.
And Oben is dying. Right? He alludes in his, his final breath because, Strange Supreme's like, oh, I can stop this. I can fix this. We can change this. And he's like, no, death is a part of this journey. Death is a part of this cycle. Right. And I understand that. And you should too. And by the way, there's another Doctor Strange in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Two Stranges, one universe, wasn't ready.
Nah. That was a good play. The Ancient One split him. So when she was getting ready to fight him, she actually wasn't fighting him. She just split the two. She just split Strange. So it was the one that was going to do what he wanted to do, and then it was the other one that was still sitting there contemplating.
Just imagine. There was a show called Multiplicity or something like that, and then with each one, they became like not as sharp as the original copy, right? That was like a really good take. I was disappointed that there wasn't like a fight scene between the Ancient One and Doctor Strange, but it paid off in the end. So it was just a matter of being patient.
Yeah.
When you see Strange Supreme introduce himself, right? You know what I mean? Because basically, Ben's like, you have to defeat him. And then the Ancient One echoes that. Only Doctor Strange can be Doctor Strange. Strange Supreme doesn't want to fight him. He's like, hey, I'm glad you're alone.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got you alone.
I want to talk to you.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And we can bring her back, you know?
And then he tried to put her in a little dimension with her, talking to the regular Doctor Strange.
Is this a callback to something where Doctor Strange says to Strange Supreme, your marbles are long gone?
I didn't think so. I just thought it was him going off the rails. I thought he was referencing that.
Because
remember, he was doing that for how long?
Yeah, but I think it's something. I need to watch Doctor Strange, the movie, again.
Yeah.
I think it was a callback to something. Comment down below if you know.
I just took it in the context of what if. You know what I mean? Like, he's been going through trying to read these books for decades, and now, boom.
Right.
That's how I took that.
I love the fact that Doctor Strange's higher self is saying, no, you can't do this. And then the fight scene ensues. What were your thoughts on the fight scene?
It was good. It was really good. The episode picked up right there for me. I thought it was a slow episode. I didn't really like it.
I think Doctor Strange was a slow movie for me at first. I didn't really appreciate Doctor Strange until the second or third time watching it.
Not me. I loved it right off the rip.
I didn't.
And I liked it right out of the theater. A lot of people didn't. I liked it right out of the theater. Yeah, you might be. But listen, Doctor Strange is that deal. Especially when it comes on the Ancient One fighting.
It was too much. It was very Tenet, very Inception for me.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
It took a few times for me to appreciate. Is there a Marvel movie that you had to warm up to?
I think it had to be the Guardians, just because that was the lesser known of the comic book. Like, I didn't fool with the Guardians. Like, who, you know what I mean? Like, what's the Star-Lord?
Yeah, that's true. We definitely had to warm up to Endgame. If you have never seen our review, we'll include that.
Okay, you're right.
Right. We had to warm up to Endgame. Your love affair with Endgame was not when we left the theaters.
No, listen, you're right. Because I was comparing it to Infinity War. You can't. Infinity War is just that movie.
Which, by the way, guys, I did not have to warm up to Infinity War. I
actually wish you didn't.
I had to seek professional help after seeing Infinity War. That was not something, but that is Corey's favorite. So I love this fight scene. I love seeing Strange use his cape, which was a callback, and I appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm very much a deep thinker. So I loved how his sensibility had to fight his ego and how nasty the ego can be. Your ego could be so nasty that the love of your life, Christine, the person you were trying to save, doesn't even recognize you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what's going on? So that moment to me, as far as like the writing of it, was a Twilight Zone moment. So I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I will absolutely be watching it again.
Is Doctor Strange like one of your favorite characters?
Yes, but he wasn't always.
Well, yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's like me, right? I'm like, you're Doctor Strange. And you're the ancient one. Not on no age stuff, though. I'm just saying, like, the way the ancient one... Hold on, listen. The way the ancient one trained up Doctor Strange and how the ancient one had all the knowledge, that's you. You have all the knowledge, and you passed it down to me, and now...
Guys, it's September. I'm wearing my Marvel stuff, but I'm also wearing jean jacket because it's officially jean jacket weather, aka fall. And speaking of fall, Corey needs to fall back with that analogy.
See?
Right? So, Doctor Strange is one of my favorites. I also, I appreciate Drax. Drax always cracks me up.
Drax is your type of humor.
Right. Yeah. I appreciate Drax level humor.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good episode. If you were rating the 4 episodes, where would this fit?
So, last week we ranked episode 3 as the worst one, right? So as this was starting, I'm like, we might have a new worst one, but
new worst one. Oh my god!
It actually picked up. So,
NWO.
So it tied it.
Okay.
They're 3 and 3. They're both 3A and 3B.
So if I were to rate them, episode 2, What If T'Challa Was Star-Lord, is number 1.
Yep, I agree. We had the same list. So
no.
Far. Okay, go ahead.
Number 2 for me would be episode 4, What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands? Because I think this episode is going to pay off sooner rather than later. And I know that they're saying, okay, these are separate, these are what if scenarios, so, it doesn't have to be tied to the MCU. I think this is going to pay off. Back to your point, if you look at No Way Home, you're saying you don't think that's Doctor Strange. And you hinted to He Who Shall Not Be Named, a.k.a. Mephisto.
Oh.
Shout out to my Harry Potter peeps there.
About Voldemort.
Yeah, shout out to my Harry Potter peeps. Everybody successfully returned back to Hogwarts this week. But I think...
Was mask mandates at Hogwarts?
I don't know. Hopefully. Because then they'll be shutting down and Harry has no place to go. So hopefully. So I think if you look at... that could be the alternate Doctor Strange, as opposed to being Mephisto. What was your theory? They got
some explaining to do.
Because you said we'll get back to that when we were talking about the ancient one.
Okay, so at the end of this show, our Doctor Strange, which was the good Doctor Strange, did not defeat, the way it looked to me, Strange Supreme, right?
He destroyed that.
Which
universe.
Destroyed the universe, right? But instead of Strange destroying the universe, the TVA, they could have kept continuity and had the TVA show up and just time bomb that timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would have been
crazy. And then that would have really, you know what I mean?
Tied everything in.
Yeah, but that's just me being extra. But it's cool.
No, that is a good idea. So for me, this is definitely number 2. I think the payoff will be there.
No, I don't think so.
And number 3 is the Captain Carter episode, with the Loki being my least favorite.
Okay, I'm still going with T'Challa 1, Captain Carter 2, Loki 3A, Doctor Strange 3B.
Strange Supreme is about to come get him for even putting them there. But for me, overall, am I still bought into this series?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, the episode's good.
Absolutely.
But they got to get ranked. And everything can't be number 1.
I will say this, though. Again, it didn't feel like 30 minutes.
It was 36. That's why.
It seemed like a full movie. And
Nah,
I
it didn't seem like
loved
a full movie, but it seems like at least an hour episode. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like
for me
36 minutes.
I loved watching the Watcher speak to Doctor Strange.
That was dope.
Right?
That was
I could, but I can't.
Yeah.
And I won't.
Yeah, that was dope.
So, I mean, I guess here's my thing is that it's funny because Wong leaves immediately. The Watcher watches, but doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was here for the quirkiness of that. Again, I will absolutely be tuned in for the upcoming episodes. Hopefully you will be too. If you haven't done so already and you want more time with us, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. Tune in on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. We will be doing our What If, What's Next live. I can't wait. I had such a great time. We were actually, shout out to the Virgos, Virgo season getaway. So we were somewhere else when we did last Monday's live. If you haven't done so, be sure to check that out.
Mm-hmm. Via satellite.
Via satellite. Well, guys, you know what? Thanks so much. Again, another great episode. Another great job by Marvel. Corey disagrees, but it's all
That
good.
was a good show. I mean, I'm just saying, I personally didn't like the episode. I mean, I liked it. It was okay. It was a good show. Boom. It didn't captivate me like the T'Challa one. They should have held on to that one, I think. Because now, everything that comes after that is being judged on that standard.
I think when we see the Killmonger one.
Oh!
Right? I think they know what they're doing. I really do. I will say this. The one thing that I have been waiting for from this series is comic relief. And we didn't get it with WandaVision.
Like we got it with the T'Challa episode.
I don't know. Maybe because it was so bittersweet. Like, I'm trying to think. We didn't get comic relief with WandaVision.
What's my guy?
I definitely thought we did. Yondu?
Yeah, Yondu was kind of funny in that.
I loved the buddy cop chemistry of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes, that was perfect.
And we got some comic relief from Loki.
Falcon and Winter Soldier is like the new Lethal Weapon to me.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And until the next time.
Keep tripping.
Bye.